And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
On first down, Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Dumping it off for Johnson. Burrow 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing it in here on 2nd down, this time complete. Out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and throw the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Desmond Trufant brought him down. A gain of 2 on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
At their own 22-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard
nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. It's complete. Javon Wims, the open man. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6.
3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Intercepted.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. It got his man complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Complete.
Damiere Byrd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Buccaneers 14, Lions 7.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Nigel Bradham picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. It's the former Lion, Ndamukong Suh. With a big-time sack on 3rd down, it's a loss of 7. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady forced out to his left. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. McCann's got it teed up. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete to
33 yards that time.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gostkowski for the point after.
Extra point.
And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
The score, Buccaneers 20, Lions 14.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Brady is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
26.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Now a play fake. Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Brings up
a pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Swift. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know, the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that rep.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second down, Burrow on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So that is 2 pick 6s he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick 6s, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
offense ready to kick off their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Stafford caught left side Hopkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They run out of the gun with Swift. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. Third down here.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Oh, wide open, complete.
Ain't doing nothing.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
I think what we're seeing from him means the future has arrived, because I think most teams are looking for that hybrid running back. The guy who can run it, of course, but who can catch it as well. And those catching skills, exactly why they chose him early in the draft.
And it's one thing to have a catch for 5-10 yards. It's another to be able to break off a long play like that.
Yeah, we saw it in college, his ability to spread out, catch the football. He's brought it to the NFL as well.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 4. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. He's going to air one out. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Swift. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Swift, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hopkins.
Burrow's pass.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down.
Now Burrow on first down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
At the 6.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain.
They'll run with Swift, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Dante Hightower on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
27-yard line.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Brady now to throw. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go, Grim. Let's go. Keep tight up. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Bring it.
From the gun, it's Brady. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Nigel Bradham giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Wims. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, Stafford here. They set up the screen to Chubb. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Complete to Nick Chubb. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Nick Chubb on.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you'd think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Bird. It's a gain of 5, brings up 2nd and 5. At the Buccaneers' 27-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Stafford buying time to his left. He's going. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Brady. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
Back to throw, Brady. This one complete to Devin Funches. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Brought down at the 28.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st down, Detroit.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Stafford's pass intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bucs, it's an important win for their players.